sorry to interrupt you. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're beginning with our session. But before we do that, can you all just turn our phones on silent or vibrate, something like that, so that we are not disturbed by this wonderful and amazing talk that we are going to have today. And trust me, it is going to be a dynamic session, because what I'm seeing in front of me is a bit of my past, a bit of the blast from the past and the 90s. So hold your breath, pay attention, and especially my students at the back. This is something you wouldn't want to miss. So yes, without further ado, my name is Himanshu, and I'm your anchor for this session. We have some wonderful guests over here. In due course of time, I'll be introducing them. A lasting artistic career is not just defined by one single role. It's built on foundation of unyielding discipline, a continuous and meaningful dialogue with one's craft and community, and the lessons learned throughout the very real-life drama that unfolds off-screen. Today, we trace that extraordinary journey, from the small screen sensation to the visionary leader shaping India's creative landscape. Our guest's journey perfectly embodies our session's theme: discipline, dialogue, and the drama of life. It's a story of how a performer moves beyond the spotlight to become an institution builder. It's about the relentless discipline required to sustain excellence, the importance of open dialogue in bridging divides, and the rich, complex drama of life that informs an artist's deepest truths. To shed light on this journey, we have Mr. Amit Bahl, whose career defines versatility and creative leadership. Starting his artistic journey under the tutelage of Ibrahim Alkazi, Mr. Amit Bahl's career is a masterclass in versatility, spanning over 150 television serials, 50 feature films, and extensive theater work. While many may recall his unforgettable roles in Shanti and Dushman, including me, to many movies on the big screen, his work as a leader, driving artist welfare with Cinta and mentoring young talent is what truly defines his legacy. Something which I was really unaware of, but I recently got to know this, and I'm really, really proud and privileged to host him here, a recipient of numerous accolades, including an honorary doctorate from Stanford University. He represents the perfect blend of on-screen charisma and off-screen impact. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Mr. Amit Bahl. Can you have a round of applause for him? So, on the stage, please. And furthermore, it doesn't end here. We have Ms. Nandita Puri and Mr. Ishan Puri, the moderator of this session. Ms. Nandita Puri, an accomplished author, journalist, and passionate storyteller, she has spent more than 2 decades shaping narratives across various media platforms. Her works include the critically acclaimed short story collection 9 on 9 and the best-selling biography Unlikely Hero, Om Puri. Beyond her writing, Nandita has been a TED Talk, a TED speaker, a columnist, and served on the script committees for India's leading film bodies, bringing in a wealth of literary and cinematic experience to the stage. And along with that, we have Mr. Ishan Puri, Assistant Director in Theatre, carrying forward a remarkable legacy with an impressive academic background that includes being a world topper in development management from LSE, that is London School of Economics. Ishan brings a unique intellectual rigor to his creative pursuits. As a co-founder of the Om Puri Foundation, he is dedicated to preserving his father's artistic and philanthropic vision while championing cinema with a social purpose. So let's give a round for both of them. Ma'am, please join them on the stage. As a topic, and the brilliant minds contributing to it are fascinating, and I'm sure we may lose track of time. But respecting everyone's schedule, we are going to do it for a 40-minute time frame, and for the session which includes your question and answer. And students, please do ask questions if you have anything to ask to our guests, and I ensure you that this is something that you would love to listen, because discipline is something that you need to carry. Without discipline and consistency, success is just a dream. All right, over to you, my moderators and speakers. Thank you.
So, joining Mr. Alkazi was very organic, because I was a Mumbai kid, and we'd heard of Mr. Alkazi. We knew that he had started his theatre in Mumbai, and he groomed people like Sai Paranjpe, Vijay Mehta, and Satyadev Dubey, and Ali Marzban, and so on and so forth. And then he started the National School of Drama. And then he created these 2 massive stalwarts who I think are still, if the National School of Drama is known by even now, is these two actors. People have come and gone, but there are two actors that the National School of Drama is known by. One is Naseeruddin Shah, and the other is my favorite, the late Om Puri. And who are two epitomes of acting, according to me, in pan-India. And I think if the situation would have been slightly different, both Nasir Bhai and Omji, especially now, in the OTT, they would have been on a different level. I guess maybe Omji would have an island in Hawaii or something, and we will all be partying. But anyway, the fact is that in लोगों को देख के the dream of becoming an actor came in. Working with Mr. Alkazi was that I went to Delhi to give up acting. Because I had worked with Satyadev Dubey ji, I had done Marathi theatre, Gujarati theatre, Hindi theatre. I had worked with Alec Padamsee, I had worked with IPTA, I had worked with a whole lot of theatre groups. And I'm an engineer by qualification, biomedical engineer, gold medalist, engineering, and उस ज़माने में ठीक ठाक दिखता भी था. अभी तो I'm putting on some weight for a film, but बाल भी थे. हसीन लौंडा होता था उस ज़माने में, है ना? तो
आज भी हसीन है.
मैंने हसीन तो हूँ, लौंडा नहीं हूँ. तो अब थिएटर करके वहाँ पहुँच गए. I was in Delhi to give up acting. I worked with Amir Raza Hussain in a play, and I had a big showdown with him. I didn't want to do. Then I did one workshop with Yatrik. I did some interesting work with Yatrik. Before that, I had worked with Grips Theatre with Dr. Satish Alekar, and और आपके नागपुर के बहुत ही मशहूर, I don't know how many of you all know, Dr. Mahesh Elkunchwar. तो एलकुंचवार साहब के साथ काम बहुत किया था, और अलकाजी साहब की वजह से I got to be like really close to him and understand his vision about cinema and theatre and literature and so on and so forth. So, but ये कमाल का है ये कि Alkazi is a dangerous man. Alkazi will reject you. तो जिस दिन audition था, and it was audition for professional actors who've done actors, Living Theatre Academy of Drama. I reached there and I saw Sushant Singh, who guy who anchors Savdhan जो है सुशांत, हाँ, वो कुछ एक्सरसाइज कर रहा था, ऐसा वॉइस एक्सरसाइज. फिर जयती भाटिया कुछ जो ससुराल से मरका में जो अम्मा जी बनी थी, वो भी कुछ एक्सरसाइज कर रही थी. मैंने कहा यार यहाँ तो मेरा होने वाला नहीं है, तो मैं आ गया बाहर. सो आई गेट अ कॉल ऑन लैंडलाइन, आपको कल बुलाया. अब ऑडिशन कौन ले रहा है? हमारा लाना अलकाजी साहब की बेटी मनोहर सिंह, द लेट मनोहर सिंह, Ayaldas, and way. So Mr. Alkazi said, I don't think you are worth it. You cannot become an actor. Do you have something ready? I said, okay. So I performed something. Then I performed something, and I performed something else, Those 3 years of my life changed my life completely. 1992 October to whatever I am now is because of Mr. Alkazi, part of Living Theatre. And now I know why the Om Puris and the Naseeruddin Shahs and the Surekha Sikris, the Raghuveer Yadavs and the Pankaj Kapoors, why are they where they are? Because of their training. Yeah.
Omji always felt Alkazi was God. I mean, he's one actor who went to a National School of Drama, then went to FTII, but he said, FTII, I just watched films, world cinema, Indian cinema. But the base I got was NSD, Al-Qazi Saab, who also believed in the dignity of labor. He would, start cleaning, sweeping, and made everyone aware of that. Coming to that, a bit about your background. Your mother was an academician, or is, I'm sorry.
No, it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you had all the stalwarts of literature in and out of your house. So you had a very academic household, at the same time, literary academic household. At the same time, your classmates were Bobby Deol, Himalaya, Bhagyashree, all of them. So how was it? You did engineering, then you moved to theatre, and what was this literary scenario in your house, basically that?
So the atmosphere in the school was very filmy. So Jamna Bhai, Dharamji's driver coming to pick up Bobby, Vikram Bhatt, as you mentioned, Himalaya, Bhagyashree. Then we had Manisha Koirala, who was a big heroine once upon a time. Fardeen was 4 batches junior to us. And बड़ा फिल्मी माहौल था, डायरेक्टर्स प्रोड्यूसर्स सबके. अब मैं थिएटर वाला मिडिल क्लास है ना, पर थिएटर करना था बिकॉज बट इन माई हाउस द एटमॉस्फेयर वॉज डिफरेंट. माई मदर वॉज हेड ऑफ द डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ हिंदी, मुंबई यूनिवर्सिटी, PhD in Hindi, radio voice, used to do recording for blind children. Also, she knew Russian, so recording from Russian to then comparing, anchoring shows, and a lot of people wanted her opinion on literature. So Vijay Tendulkar, Baishal Konchwar, Professor Vasant Dev, Vasant Kanetkar, Ratlakar Matkari, V.M. Shervatkar, Dubeji. In fact, Dubeji was my mom's student.
Oh,
Yeah. So, Dharamveer Bharti, listening to all this kind of stuff, I said, ये करना है ना. ये कभी मेरे दिल में, when Sahil Ludhianvi wrote this, या ऐसा, या फिर when Shailendra wrote something, this was all being discussed in front of my eyes. Naveen Nishchal struggling, Jaya Bachchan struggling, Danny Dangzoppa struggling, FTI से नए आए थे, National School of Drama से लोग आए थे, Om Shivpuri जी आए थे, है ना, all in front of my eyes, young guy. पहला नाटक देखने गए, ओम जी को स्टेज पे देखा, परेश रावल को स्टेज पे देखा, तो मैं तो भ्रष्ट हो गया था ना, totally corrupted, in the right way, in the positive way. So I had to learn from their mentor. So that is the atmosphere of literature, arts, sentiment, culture, history, geopolitics, everything, language, And I became a sponge because black and white TV, only Sunday films, library we would get some books, no internet, nothing. Everything that you can get your hands on, you just read, absorb. You don't open your laptop, there's no mobile, there's nothing. It's just that jo aap kar sakte ho. And I think I am living that day till date, and I owe everything to those days.
So another follow-up to this question would be, since you trained under Al-Qazi Saab, and I remember you mentioning it to me that you also trained under his daughter Amal. So how are their approaches different, and what did you take from each of them?
So I'll tell you what, Al-Qazi Saab, I think is the best teacher of acting, best teacher of human understanding. Omji will agree with me. Yeah. Surekha ji will agree with me. Amal's a great director. She handles the direction very well. There was an improperness to Al-Qazi Saab's properness, and there's a properness to Amal. There's a certain properness, Even when she does something which is very rustic. She can't get the DKNY out of her. Which I keep on telling her. Okay, it's interesting because see, Nisar, her husband, great light designer, great. So Amal is a great director. I guess that family is blessed. And Al-Qazi Saab, you know, Mrs. Roshan Al-Qazi, Faisal, Zulekha, their extended family, Alik Padamsi, whether it's Hamid Sayani, Amin Sayani, वो बहुत ही इतनी blessed family है ना. जैसे मंगेशकर्स हैं, they are blessed. You know, they're the Kapoor, the Mangeshkar. So I have been blessed to work with all of them. And I guess that's what's led to. But yes, Amal's approach is bang on, perfectionist, technical, don't move, don't do this, this is correct, this is design. Al-Qazi Saab would work on emotions. To act as an actor, what's your background, what you'd like to do, how do you feel of scene, what is your emotion with your co-actor, how genuine can you make it, don't act, make it real. If it is a larger than life, like people who are from Maharashtra, if you're doing a Zogwa or a Natya Shastra or a Lavani, you're louder than life hai. How to tone it down. And the best part about Al-Qazi Saab was, in spite of not knowing Hindi very well, okay, born and brought up in Pune, spoke only Arabic and English. He tried to learn Hindi and Urdu, but after he joined NSD, he didn't do a single play in English, only Hindi, Urdu, Hindustani, which was a great contribution. And when we did Vada Chere Bandi, which is about your area, which is about Nagpur, which is Vada Chere Bandi, Magna Tada Kati and Yugant, El Kuchwar's play, or whether it was Atmakatha. So these were plays that were based in Vidarbha, which is Marathwada. He did research, the sets, the lighting, the music, and Prashant Subedar, one of the finest actors of this zone, who played Bhaskar in the big production. So we did the production in Hindi before Avishkar did it in Marathi. Wow. It was trilogy. 9 hours we performed together. And Omji was there to witness it. And he says, कैसे किया तुम लोग ने यार? मैंने कहा सर कर लिया. नहीं वो तो ठीक है. अलकाजी को 9 घंटे कैसे झेला?
Love that. And since you spoke about Al-Qazi Saab not being fluent in Hindi and Urdu, but directing Hindustani plays, you also mentioned you did, apart from Hindi, Urdu and English, you did plays in Gujarati, Parsi, Sanskrit. Was language ever a barrier, and how did you do it?
यार जब काम नहीं होता ना तो भाषा सीखनी पड़ती है. You know, so Sanskrit we had to, when I was working with Dr. Chandra Prakash. I mean, just imagine a great actor like Om Puri, who comes from the heartland of Punjab, when he does different roles in Bharat Ek Khoj, okay, or Nasiruddin Shah for that matter, who Lucknow ke aaye hue hain. So you have to, and you have to do it with conviction. So I was lucky because I was born and brought up in Mumbai. I could understand Gujarati. I speak Marathi very fluently. Because of Al-Qazi Saab, because of having spent time with Rai Saab and people who understand Urdu, and Javed Saab and Guldar Saab, 15 years of theatre with Guldar Saab, understanding Urdu, still not understanding the script. So language is a great thing, and when you can play with language on theatre, then playing with language on cinema, television or the web is very simple, very, very simple. It's just a cakewalk. Yeah.
So, now, moving on to, from theatre, background, literature, everything, you're moving on to films and television. You ask about that, but I remember you saying that when you started out, In one day, you got rejected by David Dhawan and Govind Nihalani on the same day. And later on, you worked for both of them, with both of them.
So it was funny. I shifted to Mumbai and I was doing.
Oh, you went to Delhi.
I was in Delhi, right, working with Mr. Al-Qazi, and then I told Mr. Actually, it was very funny. We were rehearsing for the Greek tragedies, and during one of the breaks, I remember it was Alok Nath, Neena Gupta, Omji, Virendra Saxena, Anita Kanwar, Nasir Bhai, Ratna, Supriya, Pankaj Kapoor, Raghuveer Yadav, ये ना 10-12 दिन से बार-बार आ रहे थे. मैं कहा मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ यार, I mean I should be in Mumbai, you know. And Al-Qazi Sahab knew that something is wrong with him. My mind was not in the rehearsals. He sent me to Mumbai with a AC 3-tier Rajdhani ticket. Don't come back. अपनी मनुष्य शक्ल मुझे मत दिखाना, जैसे बोलते हैं ना वो. And if you want to sail in 2 boats, you'll never learn to swim. So I said, okay. Then I called up Elkunjwar Saab, Nagpur, landline. बोले सर काय करू मी आता इकडे म्हणजे मोठे मोठे लोक आहे आणि मला. अच्छा तू एक काम कर, मी तुला एक पुस्तक पाठवतो कोरिअरमध्ये, प्रतिबिंब नावक माझं नाटक आहे, त्याच्यात तुझे 5-6 एव्हरीबडी अंडरस्टँड मराठी, ते 5-6 फोटोग्राफ्सनं त्याच्यात टाक आणि गोविंद निलानीकडे जा. मला ओके. So he sent me the book by courier, the play originally I put by photographs, and one day prior to that, Vijaya Bai had called me, Vijaya Mehta. So, will you join NCPA? Because Ibrahim is telling me great things about you. I said, ma'am, मला acting करायची, आता मला job नाही करायचा आहे. And okay, so I went and met Govind Nilani was editing a film called Drokal. 94 exactly. 94 was the final edit. And I went to Rajkamal. I had this hard copy of Pratibimb, and there was Govindji editing on Steinbeck. Steinbeck is a long forgotten. And he saw the book, printed copy, and he saw those. You're an actor, you know. See the faces. Om Puri, Ashish Vidyarthi, Vineet Kumar. I work with such faces, Amit. नहीं वो तो बात की बात है. Real faces. Om Puri, real face. Ashish Vidyarthi, real face. Manoj Bajpayee, real face. I can't work with you. You're a chikna chupra Punjabi boy. You go to David Dhawan. No, David is a junior. Mobile थे नहीं. So he called Mehboob Studio में David sir के assistant अजय चंदोक, उनको phone किया, बोला हाँ shoot कर रहे हैं. गए 10 मिनट रुकने के बाद डेविड जी आया. हाँ गोविंद जी का फोन आया था. अमित आई ओनली वर्क विद स्टार्स बिकॉज संजय दत्त एंड गोविंदा वर शूटिंग अ सॉन्ग देयर. कमर्शियल फिल्म रिजेक्ट, आर्ट सिनेमा रिजेक्ट. पृथ्वी थिएटर आया, अनुराग कश्यप बैठा हुआ था जन्नत में. तू कहाँ है? मैंने कहा मैं जा रहा हूँ, तुझे ढूंढ रहे हैं शांति वाले. मैंने कहा अच्छा जा ऑडिशन दे. मैंने कहा पैसे नहीं हैं, 760 रुपये मैंने दे दिए, टिकट आ गई है. He gave me 1 rupee coin, called up the landline. Jitendra Shastri is no more. Rajesh Jais and Anurag Kashyap, totally $120, went and auditioned, got the role.
The rest was history.
94, 95, there is not a single award that I didn't get. I don't know how many of you all have seen Shanti.
Yeah, I think we are allowed to have surgeries. I know everything is on YouTube.
That's how it is.
Wow.
Wow, that's
Wow.
wonderful.
So speaking of Shanti, is there some anecdote you can share?
Lots. Me and Mandira were shooting first time and we were abusing the cameraman and the director, not realizing that we were wearing lapel mics. Second incident was me telling Manoj Pava, कमाल की इंडस्ट्री है यार, यहाँ पे आपको कैमरा पे दिखाते भी हैं, खाना भी देते हैं और आप मीडिया में भी आते हो यार, कमाल है, मतलब इससे अच्छी इंडस्ट्री क्या हो सकती है. एंड मनोज पावा टेलिंग मी कि बेटा आगे आगे देख होता है क्या. So I mean, इससे I mean these are things that you remember as your journey. Yeah.
Now, I wanted to ask you another question. How did you manage your busy acting career in film and television while also foraying into teaching and media?
See, I'll tell you, I believe that I have to give it back, whatever I've learned, because this is something that Mr. Alkazi had told me. I'm a qualified engineer, MBA. I've done 4 postgraduate diplomas in biomedical electronics.
My God.
I'm an MBA in international management. I hold a doctorate in media education from Stanford. The only thing that I believe that I can never teach in my life is acting, because I think acting is, there are big dadas who will teach it. But media management, content management, employment in the field of media and entertainment industry, how does the media and entertainment industry become the next superpower? How are we going to be above America because of our history, our culture, our art, our heritage? So luckily in the last 15 years, media schools offering courses in filmmaking, media, entertainment, AI, virtual technology, AV, GC, the Media and Entertainment Skill Council, we're talking about WAVES, we're talking about the Indian Institute of Creative Technology. So last 16 years, I've been trying to impart education and giving students a certain path into the field of media and entertainment. क्योंकि acting का guru बनना मुझे नहीं लगता, I am wrong, because like the greatest, like Omji I think is one of the finest talent that we had in the universe. So whether we've got Al Pacino or Robert De Niro, and they've never been acting teachers. Nasiruddin Shah runs a theatre group, but he's an acting teacher. He takes workshops. तो मेरी औकात नहीं है कि मैं एक्टिंग सिखाऊं, लेकिन हमारी इंडस्ट्री में when Nasir bhai told me, Amit, what our youth lacks is that out of work and a frustrated actor is more dangerous than Osama bin Laden and all these people put together. So let's get the creative community together so that we all, arts, literature, creativity, entertainment, education, how to amalgamate it together. And I thought with my multifaried experience, I should be able to put it together. And now I am, in fact, I am the only actor who teaches at the IIMs, which I think is not an honor for me, it's an honor for the media and entertainment industry.
Yeah, absolutely. But you're also an MBA. That's why you're teaching there. And I think I would like you to ask that very nice question.
Yeah. So,
Because he's showing me the 10 minutes over there.
Yeah.
But we
So-
started 5-10 minutes late, so we have 10 minutes.
so before this question, I also want to ask you another question. Before this one, you played Major Ajay Singh Jasrotia in LOC Kargil, and you were also in Laksh, both based on the Kargil War. And one was directed by J.V. Datta and one was directed by Farhan Akhtar. Released around the same time, I think the same year, if I'm not mistaken.
A year later, yeah.
A year later, yeah. एक साल का फासला है. So, how was your experience working with two different directors making two very ambitious films based on the same Kargil war. Same subject.
I'm going to be very blunt. Where JP went wrong, and I'm sure JP should have made it now as a series, a 3-part series on Kargil. It should have been a web series. The entire Kargil war cannot be shown in one film, because I went to all the locations. I mean, I've done a lot of research because I'm writing 3 films on the army. So LOC Kargil should not have been a film. It should have been a series, or it would have been Gangs of Wasipur 1, 2 or 3, or LOC Kargil 1, 2 and 3. Secondly, he was not open with the script. That's why it didn't work at the box office,
Yes.
right? He was not open with the script and with the actors, because that kind of an ensemble cast has never happened in the universe in India.
It hasn't. It was very
From Saif Ali Khan to Ajay Devgan to Nagarjun to Akshay Khanna to Abhishek Bachchan to Sunil Shetty to Manoj Bajpayee to Ashutosh Rana, Ashish Vidyarthi to Sudesh Berry to Amit Bell to Mukesh Tiwari to Ravina Tandon to Rani Mukherjee to oh my God, I remember मर जाऊंगा सबनों का सुन, but it didn't work. Laksh worked. Laksh worked. Why? Because a single man story. For me, it was 2 different roles. Ajay Jasrotia was played by Niketan Dheer in Shershah.
in Shersha,
Yeah,
recently, very
yeah. That worked only on the OTT level. But on my death, when people went to see LOC Kargil in the theatre, it was my first body जिसके ऊपर tricolor आता है. There was standing ovation, and Jasrotia's brother told me 5 years ago कि अगर वो जिंदा होते तो आज भी आपकी तरह लगते. That was a big casting. For me, it was a big honor.
Biggest compliment.
Playing Ajay
Any
Jasrotia.
actor would.
Yeah. And his canvas is big. Farhan is a perfectionist, but I'll tell you what, I had great fun working on Laksh. Hrithik, professional. Shankar Mahadevan, my old friend. Farhan doesn't let you breathe. JP lets you breathe so much that you don't know where the air is coming in from. That's the difference.
एक वाक्य में कह दिया आपने. Okay, reflecting on your long and vastly varied and checkered zigzag career path, is there anything you would do differently if you had the chance?
People tell me, Amit, I guess you should have been more of a politician.
No,
Played games,
I disagree.
played things correctly. लोगों ने कहा कि अमरीश जी के जाने के बाद तो तुम ही हो भाई, तुम ही गंजे और तुम्हारी और आवाज़, तुम अगले अमरीश जी हो. मैं आपके सामने बैठा हूँ नागपुर में, अमरीश जी का कोई आयोटा ही नज़र नहीं आता ना इसमें. मैं झूठ कपट से थोड़ा दूर रहा हूँ, दोस्ती की है. आई डोंट वांट टू चेंज एनीथिंग यार. आई एम हैप्पी. या आई मीन आई एम वेरी हैप्पी.
So, he was called by IFFI in Goa, the International Film Festival of India in Goa, but he refused that because he wanted to be with literature in Nagpur.
Wow.
No, primarily I have a great regard for Nandita, the kind of work he does, and this boy is going to be, and I wanted to meet Ambrish, I wanted to meet Ilaji, और मुझे नागपुर आना था आप लोगों को देखना. मैंने इतना सुना यार, 7 साल से आप लोग आयुष आज के मुझे बुलाए नहीं रहे हो. फाइनली बुलाया. मुझे साउजी मटन भी खाना था, मुझे नागपुर भी देखना था.
Awesome.
Today we are having Shauji.
है ना. तो मतलब इतने के लिए क्या है, मतलब अभी वो क्या है, एक जिंदगी है. एक जिंदगी में आप कितना गणित करोगे यार, है ना. एक जिंदगी में तो ओनली couple of people can become Euripides and Narayan Murthy. Not everybody है. बाकी तो जीते हैं ना. तो I prefer to live.
You're talking like Omji. Okay, I have to leave because I have
Yes,
to
absolutely.
be.
Fantastic.
Where is the Tamarind Hall?
Uh,
We'll find out.
in 5.
And now we leave the questions
Yes,
open
absolutely.
to the audience.
All right, it's a fantastic talk. Absolutely pure nostalgia, especially for me, being a 90s kid. It was fun. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Do
Thank
come
you.
at, what is the time we are having the Remembering Om Puri?
I'm yet to check on the schedule. I'll just check back and get back to on the program that is.
We will be there again. Amrish will be there again talking about.
All right, awesome sauce. All right, thank you very much for this wonderful talk. Thank you, Ishan. Thank you, Nandita ma'am, and Mr. Amit Bahl. जितना बोल उतना कम है. I would just refrain my words from getting it too long. ज़्यादा सांस नहीं लूँगा मैं. So, all right, thank you very much. On behalf of the Raisoni Foundation and Orange City Literature Festival, I would like to thank you all for the esteemed guests and dignitaries who spoke and shared their memories, shared their lessons. Now I open this round for any questions that our audience has to ask.
Any question?
Can you please be seated till for a while? We cannot move just let's maintain decorum for a while till we close the session. All right? Yes, please. Priyanka, can you please pass on the mic to him, or is fine?
Yeah.
There's a mic here.
Sir, when Shanti happened, it was probably like the first grand level serial, famous serial. So, how were things after that? Like, it must, that time it was no social media and all, but the popularity that you must have got, like, can you just share a few things about that time?
15 अगस्त 1994 पहला एपिसोड टेलीकास्ट हुआ और 18 अगस्त को मैं ट्रेन. एवरीबडी अंडरस्टैंड हिंदी और शुड आई टॉक इन इंग्लिश?
Anything is fine.
मी ट्रेनसाठी थांबलो होतो. तुम्हाला माहिती आहे ना मुंबईमध्ये लोकल ट्रेन असते हो. आणि 5 लोक आले आणि सांगितलं की तुम्ही विजय आहेत ना शांतीचे? म्हटलं हो. सर तुमचा ऑटोग्राफ पाहिजे. तेव्हा सेल्फीज आणि मोबाईल नव्हते. अच्छा. मग थोडासा लपून मी जाऊन म्हणजे एक सिगरेट बी पेटली. तेव्हा सिगरेट हो आला बघ हा सिगरेट ओढतो. आय एम जस्ट लिसनिंग. I went to the office and they share a taxi. And 2 people sitting next to me in the taxi. The taxi guy, "Tu Vijay?" So I realized life has changed. I had a girlfriend at that time, and we went to Kodaikanal. वन ऑफ दोस्त के उसने माँ को बोला कि मैं ऑफ साइड के लिए जा रही हूँ. नया नया था ऑफ साइड. मैंने कहा मैं ऑन साइड के लिए जा रहा हूँ. मेरे को कुछ पूछना नहीं था. तो कोडाईकनाल में हम बोटिंग कर रहे थे. एंड देयर वर दीज गर्ल्स फ्रॉम some schools and convents and colleges shouting across the lake in Kodaikanal. I don't know how many of you have been to Kodaikanal, but Vijay, Vijay, that was the name of my character. Vijay, Vijay, Vijay. Then I realized, yes, things are different. जिंदगी थोड़ी बदल गई है ना. रात को बहुत दारू पी मैंने. और कोडाईकनाल की वादियों में आशुतोष गोवारिकर की एक फिल्म थी विच वॉज कॉल्ड पहला नशा, जिसमें दीपक तिजोरी गाता है. द सॉन्ग इज मिस्टर ज़ीरो बन गया हीरो, हो गया चमत्कार, है ना. देखो मेरे यारो मैं बन गया फिल्म स्टार. So it was in Kodaikanal. I got drenched and I was singing the song and dancing. And that girlfriend who I thought I was impressed, she thought I was a very bad dancer. She took the next bus back. Star तो बन गया था, but the girl left.
Oh, sad.
Man, don't need to be feel sad. I mean, कुछ मेरा होता भी नहीं वैसे life में. So this is how my first experience of starism was. And when I got the national award in television the first time in 1994 for the best newcomer, beating all the stalwarts from the south and एक कम सिन छोटा सा बालिक बिना मुरझाया हुआ एक मोगरा टाइप का लौंडा जब दिल्ली पहुंचता है और राष्ट्रपति के हाथ से उसको जब नेशनल अवार्ड मिलता है तो वो कैसी फीलिंग आती है, मेरी भी वही फीलिंग। I hope I've answered your question.
I remember when the series was launched, I was very young. I was in Vizag, Visakhapatnam. And that was my only connect with Indian cinema. And he showed up on television. And I still remember the days of Mandira Bedi and him on the screen. And then I saw him again on Dushman, the TV series. I think very few people know about that because that was a separate channel launched by DD. And I saw him again, I was like, oh, he's Vijay from Shanti. That's how I remember Mr. Amit Bahl from that
Dushman
time.
was because BR, it was Ravi Chopra's show, 9X was about to be launched. It was DD Metro's ticket, a huge show. Mandira, me, Narendra Jha, Aman Verma, Ali Khan, my character was noticed. I've been lucky, yaar. 161 shows, out of which getting awards for 93, I don't think any actor in this world has done it.
Absolutely.
So I've been blessed. I've been अंधों में काना राजा रहा हूँ, उसके बाद अंधों में गंजा राजा भी बन गया. But I've just been lucky in television, and that's what gave me the reason to come back to film and OTT, because everybody said that your talent is being now wasted on television. So films and OTT is what you should do, and that's what I'm doing now, and looking forward to doing better work. Yeah.
Awesome. Fantastic. Incredible. All right, so we'll wrap up this session here today. Thank you very much, audience, for listening to us. And huge thank you to Mr. Amit Bahl for taking us down the memory lane. And on behalf of the Raiswani Foundation and Orange City Literature Festival, thank you. And we'd also thank the Om Puri Foundation for empowering the session. Thank you very much. Have a blissful evening.